Mumbo built a slime farm. I don't know if you noticed, but he just made a very revolutionary design quite recently. Yeah, definitely quite recently. Anyway, it's one of the best slime farms I've ever seen. I mean, just look at the World Eater dog built with it. But in this episode, I built one that's even better than Mumbos. So you should watch this video. And also the last episode please, because no one watched that and I have to clickbait with Mumbo's name. And also please subscribe, because I've got something very interesting and unique planned for the next episode, but I've got no idea when I'm gonna be able to get it out. I'm just gonna start right now. In the last episode, we made some shulker boxes, but you may now see I've got more shulker boxes than that. Or not actually more, but more colored shulker boxes, which are also named. So, I've got a handbag with useful stuff, a golden plants box, a firework rocket box, a mobile beacon box, totems, I don't have any more of these, only the 3 in my inventory, a redstone box, and a rockets box with deadly rockets for the crossbows. So that's everything new. I've also colored them, how you can see, in fancy colors. And now let's get to the thing I wanna do in this episode. But that's what I'm gonna do later in this episode. So stay tuned. But now let's go to the slime farm. So before we get to the other, more fancy stuff, I need tons of resources, because I've got 4 slime chunks in a nearby or not so nearby mycelium biome, and I wanna utilize those. But to build a good farm with 4 slime chunks, I need tons of obsidian, more than 2 shulker boxes to be exact, or 58 stacks. So first of all, let's go to the end and farm obsidian, probably for a few hours, sadly. Well, and then I just did the mining. Also, while mining here, I just reached exactly 10 days played in this world. So here you can see it, and that's 240 hours. Now it's the night of day 726, but I was right before. I was done with obsidian mining at day 725, so this is all I need really. And you may wonder what the TNT is for, but I wanna build this really low down, and also I don't have a beacon anyway, so I'm not gonna be able to insta-mine it. And this is gonna require quite a big hole, so the lot of TNT that's still here from netherite mining might really come in clutch here. And then I dug a hole for some time, until I realized something. So yeah, you know, I'm kind of an idiot. And don't click off, I also realized less obvious things than that. Because of course mushroom biomes can help with some slime farms, because not so many mobs will spawn in the vicinity, but you gotta be quite stupid to build your slime farm directly in a mushroom biome, because slimes are obviously hostile mobs and just won't spawn here. So I've cleared out half of the area I need, which is all of this here, and it's just useless. I mean, I guess I was just mining deep slate, but I gotta now be intelligent and actually do something useful, and that's to go to a proper slime chunk that's not in a mushroom biome and build it there. Now unfortunately I couldn't find a good one where it's just 4 next to each other, but I could find 2 slime chunks next to each other twice, so I can build my 4 slime chunks and still AFK here. And this is just kind of a small passage between mushroom biomes, so there shouldn't be too many mobs still. I just don't really know about the caves, but I guess it's not gonna be a big problem with 4 slime chunks anyway. So I went on to make a hole again. So I'm probably even more of an idiot than I thought, but first of all let's start. What happened? I cleared this, and then I kinda cleared a little bit too much, and I decided instead of placing a lot of blocks, I'm just gonna destroy it completely. And now there's pretty much no deep state anymore. There's the odd blocks here and there, but doesn't really matter. And in the process I thought there's not really any reason to do 4 slime farms, as I don't need a lot of slime and I can make more in the future. So let's just make the 2 I have just dug out. This isn't 2 chunks, this is just 1 chunk. So turns out I'm just gonna make 1 slime farm. I just mined those 2 shulker boxes of obsidian for nothing. Probably not for nothing, I'm definitely gonna need it, but not for now. So yeah, I'm just gonna build the 1 farm to get this video out and not have to stress, and maybe have 1 or 2 days spare. So maybe I could even consider actually learning for exams again, or sleeping, But anyway, yeah, I don't think the slime farm's too hard to build. I'm just gonna do it right now and then show you how much it gets me. Hope it's only gonna take me about an hour. Shouldn't be a big problem. We can then move on to the... I'm not gonna tell you to what, but I didn't record again until the farm was built and I'd AFK'd there for one in-game day. Great news, I've now got a title for my video. And you've already seen it, but it's My Slime Farm's Better Than Mumbos. Now the bad news is... not very much better. In 20 minutes of AFKing I got 20 slime balls, which translates to 1 slime ball per minute. Apparently I thought it was intelligent to build all of this at y-58. There weren't any big caves nearby. Turns out 100 spaghetti caves also spawn more mobs than 1 slime chunk. Who would have thought that? Anyway, I'm just not gonna build a slime farm that works today. I mean, it's still better than Mumbos, so it technically works. English. I mean, it's still better than Mumbos, so it technically works amazing. But yeah, if I need some more slime balls for the flying machine, I'm gonna get that in the slime. No, English. I'm gonna get that in the swamp. And now I gotta fly back home and learn how to speak. But what flying machines am I talking about? Or at least trying to talk about? Well, that's what no one knows because no one watched the last episode. But if you wanna know, I'll build one farm combining several different flying machine farms with a flying machine design that doesn't break when you unload it, designed by Borken, link in the description. And also I'm gonna decorate that farm, starting my Wild West village in the Badlands biome, which is gonna be the place for most of my farms in the future. So here I am with all of my resources in these shulker boxes, and this is what a schematic looks like. It just tells me where to place blocks, but showing it to you like this is pretty confusing, so I'm just gonna build it up step by step and show you how everything works well, disabling the schematic in the meantime. So let's do the first thing. Well, that worked out great. I did the first thing and I already didn't have enough blocks. I need more rails. I don't know how I miscalculated that, because Autmatically literally says you how many of which blocks you need. But anyway, I'm just gonna explain it now. You can obviously see how it will work. I hope so at least. So this is just a pickup system. 1 minecart on every row so that we can get all of the items, and they are gonna flow in here. As I just flew in here. And here is the next step of this. I've now planted everything that's gonna be farmed here except the dripstone, because that's gonna be on the top, on the roof. That's what you call the top. And here you can see the oh, that was close. The first flying machine. And there's gonna be a second one of those for the dripstone. But the special thing about these isn't done so far. But first, I think let's plant the rest and make the other flying machine. And also, that was probably the best sound I've ever made on camera. Can we get that again? Yeah, I reckon that's enough. And I'm not gonna lie, the last 2 days I've mostly been playing Hypixel Skywars, because before I've been grinding this world out for weeks on end. It was just a little bit less motivated than usually, and now I really want to play it again. I mean, it's just gonna be 1 round, what could go wrong? If I can kill this phantom with smite in the air, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I did it. I even got ahead. I think I'm now allowed to play 2 rounds. Round 1, so let's play normal mode. Or 2. I don't even know how many hardcore worlds I lost. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't talk and concentrate on playing. Round 2. Technoblade's doing is harder than I thought. This is the second match. The last one I'm gonna do. Maybe I'm not gonna die in the first 10 seconds this time. Okay, I'm very... Why do I suck so hard now? It wasn't that bad when I was playing on my own. Round 3. Now I'm gonna concentrate. It's just gonna be pro gamer footage without any talking. Okay, that didn't work out. Wow. I found someone who's even worse than me. Concentrated gamer footage. Don't know what that gamer sound was called. Yeah, I'm gonna win I didn't win a fight. Let's do another one. No, it's getting boring. Let's skip to the end. Okay, how good was he? Get wrecked, thanks. Why are other people good at PvP? How do you do that? Hi Pearl. Guess I'm not gonna win today. And the worst thing is, I only said that because I had to go and have dinner. Okay, well, I won twice now. I think I can go back and play on my actual world again. And here we have the full thing with everything in it that we need. So we should be able to farm all of the resources. There's also the second flying machine. And now, how is this gonna be powered? Normally you could power it pretty easily if it was another different flying machine. But then, if I flew away and unloaded the region while it was flying, it would break. Wait, there are phantoms, gotta kill them. Where's the phantom head? Where? There it is. But all phantoms aside, the thing is, I've already built up something here. There's just gonna be redstone powering these observers, I believe, or something. I don't really understand the machine. But the thing is, redstone's running along here and powering the machine for every step. And when I fly away, the redstone's just unloading and the machine still works. And the redstone is gonna get powered by a hopper clock, an ep4 hopper clock, I believe, which I just built into this machine myself. I'm not sure how it worked before anymore. Don't judge me, I can't remember everything. I can't remember most things. Anyway, let's build up the thing that works, or that should work. And here's the hopper clock. No, here's the dispenser clock, which it actually is. I just remembered when seeing it and building it. And if I put some items in there, it's gonna power this along there. I mean, it's clearly visible which parts of the design I made, because this is a ridiculous redstone line. But don't judge me, it works. I hope so, at least it did in my test world. But now I just gotta put in some observers. Maybe at some point I'm gonna know how to call them. Anyway, I gotta put in some observers, but then I can activate this and the flying machines should fly around. Now I'm not sure about these things, which can grow infinitely, and this here, but I hope everything should be fine. Let's see if it works. And it's like nearly an hour later, because a creeper decided to blow something up here. But anyway, I kept playing and didn't go on Byepixle, so I consider that a win. And now everything's in place, except the few items I need to get in here. Actually, I don't know how many items I want to have in here. I'm just gonna check in my other world. Yeah, I could have maybe figured it out without going into another world. I just put one item in there. But actually, I think that's gonna be unnecessarily laggy. So I'm just gonna take a stack of items and it shouldn't be a problem either. Okay, that doesn't work. Other way. Yes, and now we gotta wait. I think I figured out why I only put one item in. I think it only works with one item. And now it's gonna work. Yes. All the flying machines are flying. That's a good sign, usually. Getting a bit laggy because all of this is harvested at once, but it's gonna get better. I could place some more leaves in here, that's not gonna be a problem. And these minecarts should pick up tons of things and be full with stuff. And maybe I'm gonna have to unload them manually, then it's gonna work automatically, because no, they don't have a lot of time to get rid of their items. And it's now just a bulk amount of them. But when this farm's actually running, it's not gonna be a lot, because it's constantly going back and forth. So I just have to get in one more stripe of leaves and then everything's basically done. And now I can make the design for this. But before I have to cut this video, because again I haven't cut any of this. It's Saturday 3 PM, I'm in my test world, the video is now edited. Here you can see my drill, which I built in this world first. Originally it was, by the way, meant to look something like this. But I'm glad I went with this. And I've now got to design the building for my farm. And I hope to get it done today, because then I could build it tomorrow and at least get a video out on Monday, which would be one day late, but still acceptable. So let's try to build a western house. Yes, I did it. Yesterday I did this until after 11 PM, but I got finished. It's now 7:12 AM on the next day, and I want to finish this in my real world today, so hopefully until 1 PM, when I've got something else to do, I will be able to get all of the resources. That's not English, I'll be able to get all of the resources. Now, let's do this. And this is as much of it as I'm gonna show you. And now, about an hour and 50 minutes later, I've got all of the resources which are not birch or dark oak related. So I need a lot of birch things, 1.5 shulker boxes of birch logs for example, and also quite some dark oak, but I'm gonna get that now, and I wanna show you one thing I'm using, because note blocks are quite a nice building block for a bit of accent that I like to use, but I think I set myself a challenge for this world, because you know, diamonds, if you're not playing multiplayer, are actually pretty useless. So every time I wanna use node blocks, I am gonna build with jukeboxes. So just for this building I used over 3 stacks of diamonds, which were half of my diamonds. And considering I'm gonna build a whole village of this, I will have to mine a little in the future. And I don't mind at all, because I love mining and I love to have a reason to do it again. It's about 3 hours and 15 minutes later, I just flew above my island to see if there was some spot where I could place more birch saplings, and I accidentally made a mob farm. Do you see this? I could get a stack of gunpowder and a stack of bones and 2 stacks of rotten flesh probably by just killing all of these guys. Now let's fly down fast. Yeah, that's better, I think. If I fly down fast enough, not so many of the guys will spawn. Still a lot though. But anyway, birch farming is horrible. I've been farming for an hour and got about this amount. I mean, I got all of the other stuff, so probably a few stacks more logs. But I think it's gonna be another hour. And now I've got all of the birch related resources as well. I'm on this island here now because the other one was kinda useless after I found another birch forest where I didn't have to replant. And now it's day 774. I managed to get everything done before I have to do something else. And now I can fly home and finally build this thing. And while I time-lapse it, I also have a little bit of an announcement to make. And now, on day 796, I finally built this whole thing and I think it looks magnificent. Here I can run up. I will obviously have to terraform a little bit more and make the terrain better. Here I've got a little bit of an animal pen. There are some pigs, and if you come with a horse you can put it in here. What this thing is meant to be is kind of like a house of 2 people, because this would be quite big as a 50 by 20 area for just one family to live in. So I decided, why not just split it up? And these things actually exist in real life, which I know because my grandpa and his sister live in one, meaning in a house that's very big and where 2 people can live in, and it's kind of 2 houses. And so I thought of this. And also one thing I want to have some thought from you of in the comments, very good English, is this roof here, because I really didn't know what to do there. You never see any western house with roof things on it, so I decided to make kind of a flat roof, and for some detail I made all of this red sand and the leaves, and the idea behind this would be that there are some storms and the leaves are just thrown around, and also some of the sands thrown around, and yeah, you can basically just see that here. And of course the house is also labeled, and I think I will label all of my western houses from now on. So this is the number 1. And it's probably gonna be one of the biggest ones, but it still looks minuscule next to the giant drill. Actually, this one's gonna be way bigger, but this is still gonna be one of the bigger ones. And also I'm actually going for that tiny look, because how I told you, that drill is meant to be something built by a big corporation, and it should also seem like that. And now I just gotta check one thing, because in the last video in the comments someone asked, someone being Finn yelling, if the endermite, which I named after him, is still alive in the end. So I gotta fly there now. Also at some point I think I'm gonna make something out of this, because this is just a flying meatball in the middle of the air, and I love it. I think about it every time I come here to go to the end. Now for this I need to fly here, and I think there's one flaw in my plan. First of all, he's hitting me, and second of all, you can't see entity names in minecarts. So I guess it's gonna be a mystery forever if Finn Yelling's still alive. But honestly, I think he may not be, because I had to replace this guy like free. Although I had to replace him, but I had to name him every time anyway. So I think there's a big likelihood that 2 Finn Yellings already died and the 3rd one survived and is still there. And with that, for the end of this video, I'm in my backyard once again. And here are all of our goals. First of all, the slime farm. Magnificently completed, I would say. Even better than mumbos. I mean, you can't complain there really. If anything's better than mumbos, then it's extremely good. Then the flying machine farm works extremely well. Haven't even told you, but I got over a double chest of sugarcane while building the house. And the first Wild West house, which I think looks quite well. Maybe apart from the roof, I could use some more things there, but I really didn't know what to do. But now I did all of the things, and you should once again definitely subscribe, because just recently I decided for another thing in the next episode than I had originally planned. No worries, the thing I planned is still gonna happen, everything's just pushed back one episode. And for the next one I've got something really special and interesting that I've never done before, and I've got absolutely no idea how long it's gonna take me. And now I hope you liked it. If you do, you can obviously give it a like, and I'm out for now. And here's some like-dislike ratio again, because I forgot that for the last few months.